Hello lovelies, how are you all doing today? I hope you're well. Once again, we're sitting right in the window trying to suck in some light. It's another grey day. I don't think it's going to rain, which would, I'm just going to keep a bit on top of me. Yeah, I don't think it's going to rain today, so it would be ideal for going to the garden. Except I've got other things to do, other places to be. Yes, busy day, but for the first couple of hours of this morning I've got some time to do bits and pieces for myself, more of which in a minute. So let's get straight stuck in. Where are we at? 17th. I don't know how it feels to you all. Oh, where are those varifocals? Never mind varifocals, reading glasses. Yeah, I don't know how it feels to you all, but, you know, because we've been having a little catch up every day in December so far. It's flying by for me. I can't believe it's the 17th already. Anyway, so here we go. I've just opened that one. What is it? It looks like a bishop. It's not a wise man. Yeah, I think that's a bishop. Or is it a shepherd? Oh, I really do need some glasses. No, I'm pretty sure that's a bishop, not a shepherd. I think maybe that's something I should do for the new year is, yeah, book myself in to see an optician. Right. Literary calendar. According to his stepson, the only Christmas presents that William Faulkner would accept from his family were pipe cleaners for his tobacco pipes. That's kind of bonkers, but I also love it. I love it because, you know, that's a practical gift, but also it's not going mad on the spending, is it? This year, you know, look, I think, I don't want to say the COVID word, but it's hit all of us, hasn't it, in various ways, and I'm sure it's hit a lot of you in the pocket too. I know it has me. It's been a bit of a blimmin' pickle, if I'm honest. So, you know, I don't know when it was. I think it was like early November. I wrote to my mum and sister to say, look, let's be sensible this Christmas. Let's not go over the top. Let's just buy one simple gift for each other. Thing is, my sister is so ridiculously generous. You know, God love her. She's so generous, and she's a proper big sister. I know that she worries about me, and I try to reassure her that I'm fine. You know, I honestly am. But she'll try and kind of slip me some cash from time to time. She tried to do it last Christmas. I gave it back to her and I said, no, you are not supporting me. That is not what we're doing. You save that for yourself. Have a holiday, whatever it is. She did have a holiday planned for this year, but like everybody else, that went a bit Pete Tong, didn't it? So yeah, and I think I'm really glad I wrote to them like that, because it's that thing, isn't it, of I think we, you know, we're all guilty of it. We get wrapped up in this thing of we must buy presents for people, and we end up spending a fortune. And quite often we're doing it for the sake of it, rather than thinking, oh, this is a perfect gift for this person in my life. I know there's probably loads of panic buying going on because we have to do the gift exchanging. No, we don't. We don't have to. And if I would say that if it might be a bit late for this year, but you know, whether it's Christmas or birthdays, if you're struggling financially, you don't have to divulge everything to your family or your friends, but you can just say to them, look, you know, I don't have excess cash at the moment. I just don't have money to spend like I have in the past. We need to be practical this year. We need to be more frugal. But also, this is what I did with my mum and sister. I asked them, is there something specific that you need or you would like, rather than me dictating a gift onto them? You know, I'm sure we've all got this with our mums. What to get your mum for Christmas? They have everything, don't you know? My mum's been around a while, and, you know, in my family as well, we're always gifting on to each other in terms of, I've got crockery from my grandma in my kitchen. Some of my furniture came from my grandma. Some of it came from the grandfather clock, came from my mum. We've all got a load of hand-me-downs, so we don't need none of us really need anything. However, occasionally, if there is something we need or would like, I'd rather know than just give them something they don't really want that they've got to find space for. So that's how it came up with my sister wanting to have a copy of The Salt Path. Do you remember I told you? And then my mum read the letter and she's like, oh, well, I'll get it then. So I had to change what I got for my sister, and actually it's not something she asked for, but I think she's gonna really, really like it. And they in turn said to me, is there anything in particular I need? And I said, well, not really, but there are a couple of things. So I've got a feeling I know what I'm getting for Christmas. So I did mention that a new roasting pan for the oven would be useful, so that I can do, now that I've discovered how fantastic Richard and Paul's tomato sauce recipe is and how easy, it makes sense to me, if I'm going to turn the oven on, to do as much in there in one go as possible. So I said a roasting tin would be great. Look, if you find one secondhand in a charity shop, perfectly happy with that too. But yeah, a roasting pan and some new handkerchiefs, because I wonder if this is one. This is one's out of the wash, it's fresh, it's pressed. You're not going to see anything ghastly. Is it on this one? Oh no, this one looks in pretty good. Well, good-ish. I don't know if you can see. Can you see the start of that hole there? Look, can you see how threadbare they are? So I did say perhaps some new Liberty handkerchiefs, because I love my Liberty handkerchiefs. This is a Kath Kidston hanky. I don't think she makes hankies anymore, which is a shame, but yeah, I like my big hankies. I have a clean, fresh handkerchief every single day, so they get a lot of use, as you all know, because I have this constant postnasal drip going on. But yeah, so I think handkerchiefs and a roasting pan maybe in my stocking on Christmas Day. Anyway, I digress. That all comes about from William Faulkner having just pipe cleaners for Christmas from his family. I love it. Right, now, what is that? Oh, it's my water bottle, not to worry. I was going to try and make this a quickie today, because it's going to be in a couple of parts. It's going to be another part in a second. Well, it'll be a second to you, it won't be a second to me, because today I'm so excited. I'm so excited about this. A tenner for treats. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited about this. I've decided, I thank you all, you know, it has been a bit of a struggle this year, and I'm quite good at, you know, I go without, I model on, it's fine. But you know, every now and again I think, oh, I just want something frivolous in my life for no reason. So I'm going to go out onto my high street in a minute and spend 10 quid on treats. The idea is that this is stuff that's completely frivolous, possibly. Stuff that I wouldn't normally buy. I can spend it however I want without thinking about it, because I literally think about every single penny I spend, and it's exhausting. So I'm going to go out with my £10 note and see what I can find by way of treats to entertain myself over Christmas. I really want to see if I can find a jigsaw were we talking about it on here or just on I think on my Facebook page, that I haven't done a jigsaw for ages. Oh, I was going to say maybe a decade or more, but I did do a couple in the winter of 2017 going into 18 after I'd had my knee surgery, because I did have a couple of weeks of, apart from doing my physio, just sitting in the flat, and one of my lovely allotment neighbours dropped off a big stack of jigsaws for me. God love her. So yes, it came up in conversation, and since then I've been obsessing about, I really want to do a jigsaw, and I can't think of anything better to do whilst I'm here on my own, to just have some lovely quiet time. That kind of slow breathing, maybe put something on the radio, maybe have nothing. But yeah, so hopefully I can find a jigsaw. But what I'll do is, I'm going to go and get wrapped up now, off to my high street, and then when I come back, I'll show you what I've found by way of treats for a tenner. I'm so excited, it's ridiculous. Okay, see you in a minute. Yay! Right then, let's just get the hoodie off. Come back inside, and it feels really quite warm in here after outside. What a hustle bustle the high street is today. Huge queue at the post office. I need to go to the post office, but I want to see if I can wait for the queue to go down. Right, I've spent my tenner. I think I've got 8p in my purse. First things first, then we'll dive into the bag. One of the things I've bought, I'm not going to show you, it's in the freezer. I bought some, what are they called? You know, the Linda McCartney veggie sausages. They were cheap, I couldn't believe, because normally, like, they're about £2.50 a box, so I had them for £1.50. Anyway, that might not sound like a treat to most folk, but it is a treat for me, because it means, well, I think for my Christmas lunch, I'm going to be having sausage, mash and peas. Oh, great. It's a treat because it's something I don't have very often at all. I rarely buy processed food. It's too expensive. And the other part of it being a treat is it means I don't have to cook. Like, I could literally have a sausage sarnie, no cooking. Well, I mean, put them in the oven, but then I can walk away. So that's a massive treat. Right then, the other day, I was talking about the Radio Times, and I was kind of half joking when I said it probably costs a fiver these days. You know what? It does! It's £5. So I bought a cheap knockoff. How much is it? £1.40. Double issue. It's a magazine called TV Choice. But look, that's like the whole fortnight, Christmas, New Year, all the films, everything that's on. I'm going to have great fun. It's like double fun. I'll have the fun of being able to review something, a film or whatever, but I'm going to have the fun of going through this with my marker pen to say, Vivi wants to see this, Vivi. You know, the other thing about spending Christmas on my own that's great, no fighting over the remote. I can jolly well watch what I want to watch, unless two things are at the same time. Catch up. So, yay! Okay, then, what else is in the bag? Okay, this was the big spend. But it was under £4. Again, because it's knockoff. I've been talking about Baileys, which, for anyone who doesn't know, it's a kind of a whiskey cream combination drink. And it's the epitome of Christmas. What's it called? Country cream. A blend of dairy cream, white wine and Irish spirits. So that's going to give me my kind of Baileys type kick for a fraction of the price. I don't know how much Baileys is. It's probably 15 or 16 quid a bottle. Less than £4. I so want a glass now. I'm going to see, I think I'm going to save this for Christmas Day too. What else? So then, couldn't find a jigsaw. So I went into a few of the charity shops. Not well. There was one had a jigsaw. It was brand new. It was still wrapped in its cellophane wrapper. It was quite a big one, so I wouldn't have been able to fit it on this table. But it was £10. So it's like, no, because I want multiple treats for my tenner. So instead, they were having a sale on with books and DVDs. So I got a new book called The Old Ways. McFarlane. So it's basically it's a kind of a walking journey through the United Kingdom, but from what I've read on the back, I'll talk more about this when I have read it. It says, for instance, the Daily Telegraph said, a magnificent meditation on walking and writing, an astonishingly haunted book. Perfect, and look, it's a chunky monkey. So, a journey on foot, the old ways. Yeah, so I think it looks like he's following old tracks, maybe old drovers' tracks, sea paths. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. That might, sorry, excuse me, that might now supersede the things I'd already put in my reading pile. We'll see. Brilliant. Then a DVD. This is a funny one. So it's two great actors. Probably my favourite actress of all time. It's a film that's been out for a gazillion years. Do you know what's going to happen? I'm going to look in my Radio Times now and find it's on over Christmas. I've always fancied watching it. Never have got round to it. It might be a bit mushy. It might be one of those to curl up on the sofa, get a bit weepy, have a glass of me, not Bailey's, and just indulge in it. You're gonna laugh. I think it's quite a soppy one. I think you might be surprised at the soppiness that I've gone for, but I can't wait. And it wasn't £4. The sticker says £4. Look at that. The Bridges of Madison County. Meryl Streep. Oh, and Clint Eastwood. It's still in its wrapper. That's bonkers. 50p. Get in. I think the thing with charity shops is quite often the books I see that I really like are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 quid. They're so expensive these days. And usually on the 50p shelves, it's utter tact that I would never pick up. So to find that and the Bridges of Madison County, brilliant. Then, the last two treats, and they're both foodie treats. Can you see what that is? Dried figs. Oh, so I bought these at the same place I bought the Irish cream. Where do they come from? Lidl. Good old Lidl. Cheap as chips, aren't they? I don't go in there very often, but I knew about the possibility of this because I've seen it in previous years and had it in previous years because it's so much cheaper. And on my way to find it, this is what I mean this morning when I was saying about spending a tenner frivolously. I kind of said to myself, look, Vivi, if it catches your eye and you fancy it, you jolly well have it. You've earned it. So figs. So far, what have we got? We've got a DVD to watch. We've got a book. I've got my TVT. I'm so excited. Times magazine, my Irish whiskey, and then and my sausages, not forgetting my sausages, and then this, which was prompted by Ruth the other day. This is my little, I don't know if you guys have seen this kind of product or use it. This was a gift to me last year. I don't actually use it very much. So this is for, when you go to the shops and you buy loose produce, so you fill your own bag with it rather than a plastic bag. So I don't use it much because obviously I don't shop for veggies, rarely. I do use it for buying my lemons because lemons are one thing that I still do buy. But this in here is half a kilo or thereabouts. Or for you folk in old money, that's about £1 of more satsumas. Oh my goodness. Honestly, I loved all the fruit that I had the other day. That That is a happy sight. Yeah, I loved all the fruit that I had from Ruth the other day. I've still got a couple of apples left, because obviously the apples will keep longer than everything else. I killed the grapes in a day. Actually, in that first day, oh God, I was such a glutton. I had the grapes, 2 of the satsumas and 2 of the kiwi fruits, and then the next morning I had a kiwi fruit and the remaining kiwi fruit and remaining satsuma. And I'd sort of said to myself, oh, kiwi fruit, satsumas, grapes, I could make a fruit salad. Didn't get that far. It made a fruit salad in my belly. So yes, these also caught my eye. We've got a great greengrocer on the way down the road, and I just thought, you know what? Yeah, let's have them. So, how fantastic. I've got some little foodie treats. Oh, the figs. I love dried figs. Oh, who needs sweeties when you can have dried figs? So yeah, I've got my satsumas, my dried figs. I've got my entertainment. I've got my little bit of alky, proper Christmassy, wintry drink. I am delighted. I think I've accidentally today started a new tradition for myself. I think this is something that may happen now. Every year just before Christmas, give myself a tenner to be frivolous with, because honestly the feeling this all gives me is worth £100, £200. It's priceless. So yeah, well worth it. Right, shoo, you lot. I need to go and get a glass. Dun, 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 dun. And maybe I'll just put a straw in. Obviously not a plastic straw. No, I'm gonna be keeping that. So my lovelies, thanks for hanging out with me today. Thanks for sitting with me whilst I empty my shopping bag with you. It's a ridiculous level of excitement, isn't it? I love it. I will see you all again tomorrow for another window. It's just started raining. I don't know whether we'll get to the garden again in the next couple of days. We'll see. But whatever we get up to, we'll have another window opening tomorrow. So until then, please take care of yourselves. If you can afford it, if you've got a spare £1 in your purse, treat yourself to something daft. Or, you know, if you've got a spare £1 in your purse, treat someone else to something. Oh, the other thing to say is, I had about, I don't know, was it like 53p left? I've got 8p in my purse still. I felt a little bit guilty having all these treats, so I bought a tin and popped it in the, where I got these from, in Lidl. They've got a food bank collection place. So I stuck a tin in there so someone else can have a little bit of it. Well, it's not really a treat, is it? It's an essential bit of food. Let's not go there. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is look after yourselves, treat yourselves well, look after other people, be kind to each other. That's all that matters ultimately, isn't it? Think of others, be kind to them, and be kind to yourself. So, see you tomorrow. Bye for now.